in there. What a stupid helmet. Tina, hey. Whoa. Yeah, there's been some trouble. And Atlas, he sent me to bring you safe.
My dad said it.
That's right.
The shortest soldier.
His shortest soldier to save his least funny daughter.
Okay, let's go.
Hey, slow down.
Target in sight!
Come on.
Stop! Stay down!
No! Catch! Big stormtrooper ass bitch! Come on!
Wait, I changed my mind. Take me back to myself, please.
Oh shit! One of the psychos have gone out!
It's time to go insane! You're in my spot!
Put him down! Put him down!
Hey, easy. What do you say, man, you be friends? Shh. Sorry, Knox.
My girl.
Creed, what's up, man? Pancakes.
My girl broken.
It's Krieg, right? Yeah. What do you say you help me get her out of here?
Of course, we can't all be the daughter of Iridia, skipping down the path of destiny. Some of us have to work for a living.
You don't have to do this, you know? I mean, I can pay you. Yeah, whatever's in my wallet right now, it's yours, okay?
Shut up, I'll break your other arm.
Oh, no, one arm's good. That's fine.
What's up?
Sorry.
When?
Lilith.
We do have other seats, you know. Then he won't have any trouble finding one. Not tonight. Top shelf.
Not sure how top you think the shelves are.
Buy your kids some dance lessons.
Hot day?
You remember that heist down in Lecture City last month?
Yeah, a couple of guards died.
Yeah, well, this sad sack was the trigger man.
Listen, I never meant to shoot anyone.
I'm getting too old for this shit. Bounty hunting? It's for the young and stupid, am I right?
You really want me to answer that?
I do not.
Lilith!
Piss off.
I heard you were quite the crusty old... Wait. We, maybe got off on the wrong foot. You see, I represent a very wealthy man who has a contract for you.
I've got a job. Maybe next month.
You collect on that scum, dead or alive, right?
Hey! Not in here, big boy.
We don't want any trouble. It's just, our employer is, not one for waiting.
Who is? Are you with these assholes? Or are you just a fan of violence?
These gentlemen work, or should I say, worked for me?
I'll get Kimber to clean this up.
Thanks, Gwen.
That was impressive. I warned them not to underestimate you. My name is Dukilian Atlas. And, hold on. This is rather awkward. Hey, you there, fat boy. Put me on.
But she just killed Frank and Wes.
But she would never shoot a man of your caliber. As I was saying, my name is Deucalion Atlas, president of
The Atlas Corporation? Clues in the name. Look, this has been a really long day. Can we just skip to, I don't know, whatever this is?
Of course. My daughter has been kidnapped, and I need her returned to me.
Bounty hunter, not babysitter. Haven't you got some toy soldiers you can send?
Yes, the Crimson Lance. Unfortunately, the kidnapper is one of them. I need an outsider. Someone who knows how to handle a planet full of psychos, cags, and vault hunters like they were born there.
Your daughter's on Pandora? Thoughts and prayers, but you couldn't pay me enough to set foot on that shithole again.
Are you sure about that?
Oh, maybe you could. Okay, I'll start when my current contract ends.
Seems like you're free to start immediately. Give her the beacon. Activate this device when you find my daughter, and my people will retrieve her. You haven't disappointed so far, Lilith. I advise you not to start. Sorry.
Oh, shit.
Thank you for flying Atlas transport pods. You've arrived at your destination, Pandora.
Let me tell you everything you need to know about Pandora. It's a shithole. I should know. I'm from here. God, I hate this planet. It's the kind of place you don't ever want to return to. So, the sooner I find the girl, the sooner I can get the hell out of here. The soldier had hijacked one of Atlas's shuttles and crash-landed here months ago. There wasn't much left of it. They'd been stripped for parts and vandalized by bolt hunters. No way to know if he and Tina even survived. Want to know if you've seen her. But then I spoke to some locals. Scavenger kids, barely scraping out a living. They told me Tina and the soldier passed through weeks ago, heading north towards Firestone. Then, I ran into some other locals. Psychos, murderous gangs. It was time to catch a ride and head north.
Hello, Vault Hunter. Need a ride?
Not a bolt hunter, but
Then welcome aboard. People inside, bags of us. Don't need any explosives going past. That is a mess to clean up, believe me.
Hello, passengers. My name is Mark. But of course, you're not here for small talk. You are here to find the vault.
you can stop there. Not a bolt hunter. Just need a ride.
If you say so.
Well, hello, brave Vault Hunter. So, you've come in search of the secret lost vault of the Iridians, right here on Pandora. You want to be rich beyond your wildest dreams? First, you must find the keys, then the vault itself. But it won't be easy.
Could you turn this shit off? Not a bolt hunter.
No can do. There's buses for transporting Vault Hunters, so...
Will you be the one to find the vault? Ancient alien treasure filled with high
stone where all vault hunters begin.
No. Really. I am not. Thanks.
Good luck, Vault Hunter. I hope you find what you're searching for.
2 weeks on the trail, and it was as cold as Pandora's moons. Tina and the soldier were long gone. I needed a miracle, but I got something else. So piss off.
Believe me, I wish I could, based on what little I've experienced of your horrendous personality. But I have no choice.
What do you mean? Did Atlas send you?
Atlas? Yeah! I don't work for the competition. No, I've been lying dormant under a garbage heap for, calculating, 36 years. But the moment you landed on Pandora, I was reactivated because I've been programmed to help you upon your return.
No one knew I was coming here, not even me. Who programmed you?
I don't know! Which is a shame because you're an awful person and I'd love to know who to blame for this. Since I don't, I have no choice but to serve you until you're dead. Does that sound like a threat? Sorry. Anyway, as long as you're not dead, I'm here to help. And I have many skills. Balancing. Turning in circles.
I don't need a partner.
I can also access the EchoNet.
Did you say EchoNet? Can you use it to find someone?
Of course. Just show me a picture, I'll hack into search its slowly dying visual banks for matches and find your target's last known location.
Find her. She was last seen outside Fire School.
Accessing network. Scanning, scanning, scanning. Scanning, scanning, scanning. Scanning, scanning, scanning. Scanning, scanning, scanning.
Could you do it without the singing?
Yes. Scanning, scanning, scanning. Done. Your target was last recorded near an abandoned quarry in the Tundra Express. It's only 132 days on foot with a 98% chance of being eaten by a crawdagger. I like those odds.
We're gonna need some wheels.
It's the Crimson Lance, Atlas's private army. What are they doing here?
Well, just a guess here. Exactly the same thing you're doing.
And the Lance teaming up with the Psychos?
It seems like Atlas will hire just about anyone to find his daughter.
Concentrating.
Sorry. The Lance are leaving. I guess they didn't find her. So out of character to save those children.
Well, needed a ride.
For a second there, I thought you weren't a horrible person. Phew, the world makes sense again. Now there's only room for one up front, but worry not. I can sit on your lap. You accidentally left
coordinates?
Yes, this is the last known location of your quarry. Get it? But it looks like she's long gone by now.
Does it? You know, it's quite a menagerie you've got here. You could start your own Pandoran zoo. You must have seen it. Name's Lola. So that soldier who brought you here, is he playing hide and seek too?
He left me. I haven't seen him in days.
Well, I'm here to take you home to your father. Yeah, he seems like a real, sweetheart.
What? My daddy? I get to see my daddy? Really? I've been so afraid.
Yeah, speaking of your
Voices outside really creeps me out.
daddy, I just gotta let him know that I got you safe and sound.
I really love my daddy. He's such a nurturing parental figure.
Sure, I'll take your word for it.
Miss Lilith, can you grab my badonkadonk?
You what now?
I love it when bounty hunters drop by. Time to make it rain with your body parts. Hey, you still alive down there?
Seems deranged. You two have a lot in common. Only she's smaller, nicer, cuter. Hope that wasn't something important. Fix this. Because you exposed.
Tina! I'm here to save you!
Do I look like I need saving? 'Cause I'm up here. And you're a high you're a car. Like a bitch!
You get down here right now.
Oh, great! This maniac women's is pointing guns at your best friend.
I will lick your spine clean!
Hold up his psychos?
He only used to be a psycho. Now he's my big brother.
How sweet. One of you kill the other. I'm gonna go get a coffee.
Tell her what she's won, Creed.
You blocked the wrong dog!
Shoot him in the face! Shoot him in the face again! It's not working! Forget it! Abort! Don't run!
Mine's bigger.
Listen. I was sent by your father.
Well, that's strange. Because I don't have a father, lady.
You know this planet can mess with your mind.
My mind is awesome. My mind's so cool.
Listen, I don't want you here. Nothing personal. So if you could just come with me and you can talk to your dad and you guys can sort it out family style. And I can...
Nice work, lady. You led him straight to me.
So,
Atlas sent someone new to find the girl. Never would have thought it was a scumbag vault hunter.
Actually, I'm not a scumbag vault hunter.
Actually, she's a scumbag bounty hunter.
No, it's not my fault. You suck at your job, whoever you are. Who are you?
Commander Knox of the Crimson Lance. And I'm taking the girl with me.
Oh, yeah? You in what army?
The one right behind me.
Stay behind me.
I'll go. Hey, and if you're both nice, I'll put in a good word with Daddy.
Sounds good to me. Sergeant Russo, bring me a Neuro collar for the girl.
Copy that, Commander.
Collar? Oh, I love new jewelry. Yeah, I got you a gift too. Catch.
Will you be my friend?
Oh, shit!
I'll leave you alone for 10 minutes. Get in the car.
It's okay, he's with me.
I wish I wasn't.
Get in the car! Go, go!
Lilith, wait for me!
What did I tell you?
Minimal explosions!
I said no explosions. Who the hell are you?
This is Lilith. My dad sent her.
Oh, she's a scumbag bounty hunter.
No, I am a high-end bounty hunter, pal.
No.
Letting kids get shot at was not part of my job description.
Oh, I bet it wasn't.
Lilith? Lilith! You inadvertently left your best friend behind!
What are you doing?
Just hoping you can reach out and scoop me up! You don't have to stop to get... Go easy on the merchandise!
Here they come!
All units, you are now weapons-free!
Take them down!
Damn it! You know what? You drive.
You programmed to steer.
Who, me? Who's driving a damn truck?
Driving! I'm so good at driving. I'm a robot driving! Locking on target, ma'am.
We got a problem!
Brace clear?
Bowling underwear!
I told you to drive. Damn it.
Bandit 1-4 up on the right. Cut him off.
They got us pinned.
Not yet, they don't. Hold on. Brace yourself.
What are you doing? that was a terrible idea, but it worked.
Maybe.
Where are we?
Pisswash Gully.
What's that smell?
Put the window up.
Why?
Put the window up.
What is that smell?
What is this smell thing everyone talks about?
Listen to what I just said.
I don't want to.
Roll the window
Don't tell me what to do. My mouth.
Sardine showers.
It's pee. It's pee. Now I got pee all in the middle of my truck.
Correction, it's 67% urine, 14% fecal matter.
Look out!
Don't nobody move.
Not about to die.
Shut up. Is that?
This don't look so good.
That thing looks angry.
Do I press reverse?
Or hungry.
Oh my god, it's gonna kill us. It's gonna kill us.
Wait a second.
Do you want me to press reverse?
No, I don't want you to do that.
Your friends are back.
Roland, don't be stupid. Just give us the girl.
Everybody buckle up. I got a plan.
Somebody hold me. Seriously, I have no seatbelt.
Roland, what are you doing? Go, 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 go.
Hold on! Shit. Feels like we blew a tire.
You call that a plan?
It worked, didn't it? Feel free to applaud.
Yay for not dying.
Nothing. You stay here and keep watch.
Okay, but it's you they don't seem to trust. And who can blame them? Standing, 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 standing.
They should be after us by now.
Stingrays won't pursue without ground support. Docs will wait on reinforcements. Let it down, big guy.
Before you added kidnapping to your resume, you were an officer in Crimson Lance, right?
Roland didn't kidnap me. He saved me.
Saved you for what? A life of ease and plenty?
My daddy thinks I'm the daughter of Iridia. I can open the vault.
The vault? That's what this shit is about? You stole her for yourself. Now, do you know how many people have died looking for that hole in the dirt? Well, I do. My mother was one of them.
We have something they don't, baby girl.
Oh, let me guess. What, spirit, can-do attitude, the power of friendship?
Conscience. Whatever's in that vault, a man like Atlas can never get his
All right,
hands
Roland,
on.
calm down, okay? Just
No,
don't...
she's a scumbag bounty hunter who works for Atlas.
But you think your band of merry heroes can stop him?
Oh, we could try. We just can't watch our backs while doing it. So do me a favor, take your weapon, toss it over here. Grab some supplies, take a walk.
You know, when Atlas finds out about that party back there, I'm as good as dead. So like it or not, we're on the same side. A side without an army, I might add. So I hope you got a better plan than driving down a thresher's gullet.
No, but I know someone who does. Scientist, a vault expert. It was her idea to break Tina out and collect the keys.
1 key down, 2 more to go. And of course, me.
Load up. Next stop, Sanctuary City.
All right, road trip.
All right, mask up. We want to keep a low profile.
Market clear. Copy that.
Oh, this place sure has changed. For the worse.
Heading to gate 23.
Oh, my. Who's this handsome devil?
He's a badass killer. And the reward's just gone up to 150 grand.
Looks like you're not the only one that's special, kid.
Cannibal Frog Convention!
Okay, so we're here. Now what?
I need to locate my contact. Moxie will know how to find her.
Moxie?
Yeah, you know her?
Yeah, kinda. I mean, it's been a while.
Would you be a Don hold this? Thank you. Gringy, give me one.
Hey! We're trying to stay low-key.
Hey! Did you find what you were looking for in Firestone?
Never seen you before, stranger.
Nice try, Miss Bladoff Infinity. I never forget a gun. What are you up to now? Not a vault hunter?
She's vault hunting.
I knew it! I told you I knew it.
Well. Look what the scat dragged in.
Hey, Mox.
Get on in there, Oh, you are most welcome. Milkshake for my little sugar plum. And drinks for my friends. I got something to show you. Everyone, come over here. Step into my office.
Roland? Roland?
I got it.
Excuse me? I knew it was you! Oh my God!
Hey, Larry.
You probably don't remember me, but I sure remember you. Your mama was a good woman.
Yeah, well, wouldn't know. All right, so where is this scientist?
So this is where you're headed. You know, all the way up those stairs. And right there is the elevator.
Mm-hmm.
Push the button. Passcode's Echo.
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 You sure it's safe to stay there?
Yeah, as long as this one here don't blow up the joint. How's that milkshake there, Sugar Pop? Listen, for whatever it's worth, I'm real happy that you came back home. And I hope that you know how much your mama loved you. She always told me how special you were.
No, I appreciate the help. Let's just leave it at that.
When they were chasing you, I was like, hey, don't shoot that guy, he's my roomie.
You said that?
Yeah, man. Hey, you see your bounty went up?
Mine?
Your bounty.
Get out of here.
Nox is on the warpath, stud. What'd you do to her, man?
Man, I kind of ghosted her, you know?
Yeah, you did, man. You ghosted all of us, man.
Yeah.
Anyway, man, it was really good to see you. And, you know, you can trust me. We're friends, man. I'm not gonna tell a soul.
Oh, Larry, I'm not worried about you. You're my guy.
You're my main man.
I got a feeling you're not gonna tell anybody. Is he gonna be okay?
Well, I have a hell of a hangover.
Ooh, who knew electricity provoked defecation?
Hey.
Y'all better hustle after that. Go out this way. I got these guys. Go on, go on.
Trap, let's go.
Go on. Your buddy boy here just drank about 10 shots too many, then it dropped like a sack of potatoes.
I think you forgot me.
And a tip is always appreciated.
All right. This looks like it. Echo. Echo?
Sure that's the password?
Maybe you gotta echo the echo. Echo! Echo!
All right.
You fools would literally be dead
on, Claptrap.
Where are we going?
Up.
So you trust this woman?
She's a xenoarchaeologist, all right? She's a little odd. She knows everything about the vault. So, she says something weird, don't let it get to you, okay?
I am 10 to the 100th power impressed with this place.
Cool.
Oh, I see you have the girl.
That's right.
Did you find a vault key too?
Hi, I'm Tina, the special one.
Tanis?
Oh. Hello, Lilith.
Okay, good. So you guys know each other.
Unfortunately, I'm not staying here.
What?
Okay. But you all smell like Thresher urine, and your wanted poster just went up all over town. So I just would suggest that you all settle in and clean up. Now, the electro shower is right over there.
Ooh, shower.
Hey, kids,
Lilith?
we're out here. Let's go.
Hey, I get it. There's history here. I don't even need to know what it is. The point is that she's right. There's a poster of me, that means there's one of you. They're looking for all of us. I hate to say it, but we don't have a choice. We gotta sit tight. Lilith, we don't have a choice. What is happening, Tanis? Hey, wait, guys.
Time to shower.
That's right.
It's all right. The shower ring.
That's
shower
not
ring.
Rex. No.
Everybody just settle down, please. Settle down.
I am basing my assumption that you're upset on your body language.
Perceptive as ever, I see.
Because of your mother?
No, because of you. She trusted you to take care of me. You ran back here to chase after that mystical Iridian vault bullshit.
I left you with tradespeople.
Oh, yes, you mean the murderers and thieves on the mining ship.
It's what your mother wanted.
She wanted me to learn how to kill by the age of 10?
How to survive. I had to come back here to finish her work. She believed the Iridian Vault had the power to change things for the better, and
She traded her daughter for a waste of time. Go back inside. It's not safe.
I can look after myself. Told you I'm special.
Aren't we all?
Yeah, they made me that way.
Made you? What do you mean? Your father is Deucalion Atlas, isn't he?
Yes and no.
Not a yes or no question.
He's my creator. Atlas is Banana Pants obsessed with the vault. He says only a daughter of Iridia can open it. He found a piece of the vault key. And on that piece was a tiny bit of blood.
Iridian blood. You cloned an Iridian.
And guess who that Iridian is?
Is her name Tina?
Boom. But it's all good. I don't care I grew up in a lab. I never wanted a mother or a father.
He created you to open a vault. Ugh, what an asshole.
That's an understatement. He'll use whatever technology's inside and make super weapons. That dude's got major issues. I'm just a product to Atlas. If he gets me, he's gonna make me open the vault. Then he's just gonna lock me up into another secret lab and do more experiments. And if you saw the things that he did to the other clones...
He's not gonna find you.
Yo, what's up? Yeah. Hey there, sugar chips. You need a firmware update?
It's, short stuff.
Someone needs an oil change.
My daddy always had a saying, never trust a man who can't hold his liquor.
She tased me. All right, I love alcohol. I can be wild.
As for that little girl, you don't think the second I saw her, I wouldn't hand her right over to you just to get rid of you?
I admire the fight. But let me take you through what happens next.
Spare parts!
We seal this city.
Anyone got spare parts that I could use? Uh-oh.
Hey, that's this robot. It's an old CL-4P.
Excuse me, coming through. Got a computer virus. Highly contagious.
Clear the street!
now that we have Tina and the first key, I want to show you this. This is a mining journal left behind by a corporate bureaucrat. He cataloged everything the miners brought in, most of it useless. But on this page,
Another key.
he thought it was a useless piece of Iridian pottery. He had no clue they'd found a vault key. That makes 2 of 3.
So this is the second key. Why don't you already have it?
Because the mine is in caustic caverns.
Oh, shit.
Danger! Red alert! People, we need to move! There's soldiers, they're coming, they have guns, they're shooting, they're firing!
Slow your roll. What is the dealio?
The soldier woman, who really hates Roland, which suggests the two of them had some...
Come on, get to the point.
She was at the bar interrogating Moxie, and your friend Larry, was that his name? Seemed like a decent roommate.
Did they see you?
Do you promise not to be angry if I say yes?
Lance units, block all exits. No one leaves. Get this thing out of here. Masks off.
Oh, of course, Commander. Of course. Hey, double perch custom blaster with ionized projectiles. That'll outpace any bone shredder on Pandora. You want to trade? I'll give you special price, huh?
Sanctuary is now on lockdown. No one goes anywhere until we find that robot.
Is there any way out of here that doesn't involve garbage?
No. What? Did you guys want to use it? The entrance is underneath all of that debris. Under there. Look what I got!
Hey, whoa.
Open it.
Hello.
Would you look at that? A ladder! Unfortunately, my design doesn't facilitate this type of vertical travel. Direct. Guess I'll get that.
Well, destiny awaits.
Mitsu.
Chemical waste from the mining equipment. It's corrosive enough to dissolve almost anything except the natural crystals in this cavern.
How are we gonna get through this?
Well, it's not gonna be that way. Looks like we gotta take the high road. Krieg, you just see if we can grab this here.
Well, luckily, my wheel's too large, so I'll just watch you all melt from a safe and reasonable distance.
You are small enough to get in there. Head through the tunnel, locate the main access control panel, and then unlock the door at the end.
Can do!
Quietly.
No problem. I wouldn't want anything bad to happen to each one of you in the most horrifying way possible.
All right, I'll go first.
I got this.
No, I got it.
I got it. Tina!
Hey.
Relax. I'm the lightest.
Tina!
Hey.
Ladies first.
Don't mind if I do. You all right? Be careful.
Guys, look. Hope blooms in the strangest places.
It's kind of pretty.
Mission accomplished! The door's unlocked! Who's the best? I'm the best! Give me a job, I passed the test!
Can't take him anywhere.
Well, you're welcome. Impossible to please.
Scream showers.
It's bloodshot.
Yeah, their symbols are everywhere.
These are the psychos other psychos are afraid of. They're probably still here.
Let's go find out.
No bombs.
I'll be surgical.
There's only one of you in the world, and you're special.
You guys sit tight. Wait for us to come back. Come on, Lila.
dealt with bloodshots before?
What?
How'd you make it out? Kind words and hugs?
I don't know what it is that happens to them when they're down here, but it's like they get hit with an extra dose of crazy. It's too many to shoot.
Or blow up?
Well, we can't really blend in. We don't look anything like them, except you, handsome.
Thank you! Well, according to my calculations, the odds of a successful stealth operation in this scenario is 0%. Wow, you never see that. Well, I guess that's it then. Back to the truck, right?
Did you factor in a distraction?
Of course. I analyzed 16 million versions where one of you creates a distraction. Total failure.
No, not one of us.
Wait, who else is though? No. Coming through. Hi there. How you doing? Just a little nervous laughter to crack the ice. Shiny. Just rolling through town, looking for a good time. Ladies and gentlemen, your attention, please. I am here because I want to be, and not for a more justifiable reason, like trying to be a distraction. Even though it makes no sense for me to say what I'm about to say, and even though anyone rational would suspect it was just part of a crude plan, I have decided entirely on my own to say the following. Y'all bitches need to eat your own butts with your poopy
Caracas, Venezuela. AP, a Venezuelan judge on Monday issued an arrest warrant for the opposition's former presidential candidate Edmundo Gonzalez as part of a criminal investigation into the results of the highly anticipated July election that both the ruling party and its opponents claim to have won. The warrant was issued at the request of authorities who accused Gonzalez, a former diplomat, of various crimes including conspiracy, falsifying documents, and usurpation of powers. The move is the latest escalation of repression against the opposition in the month after election officials declared President Nicolas Maduro had won a third six-year term in office. Authorities sought the warrant after Gonzalez failed to appear 3 times to answer questions from prosecutors. Gonzalez, 75, has not made any public appearances since the day after the election. His campaign did not immediately respond to a request for comment from the Associated Press. Prosecutors have zeroed in on thousands of tally sheets known as actas, printouts measuring several feet that resemble shopping receipts, that have long been considered the ultimate proof of election results in Venezuela. Each of the 30,000 electronic voting machines used in the July 28 election printed several copies of the sheets, whose information was also transmitted to the National Electoral Council. Ruling party-loyal electoral authorities declared Maduro the victor hours after polls closed, but they did not publish results broken down by voting machine, as they had done in previous presidential elections. The National Electoral Council claimed it could not release the detailed information because its website was hacked. By law, each party participating in the election has the right to a tally sheet from every machine. Government supporters attempted to block opposition representatives from obtaining copies of the crucial documents, but it managed to secure them from more than 80% of machines. Gonzalez and opposition leader Maria Corina Machado then stunned supporters and adversaries alike by announcing the documents showed Maduro lost by a wide margin against the former diplomat and publishing the records online. As international pressure grew to release a breakdown of results, Maduro asked the country's high court to audit the electoral process, drawing immediate criticism from foreign observers who said the court is too close to the government to produce an independent review. The magistrates of the Supreme Tribunal of Justice are proposed by federal officials and ratified by the National Assembly, which is dominated by Maduro sympathizers. The court concluded on August 22 that the vote counts published by the opposition were false and certified Maduro's victory. Maduro's United Socialist Party of Venezuela refused to publish its copies of tally sheets. Gonzalez, who represented the Unitary Platform Opposition Coalition, was summoned to the prosecutor's office as recently as Friday. He has questioned the prosecutor's actions for lack of due process guarantees, and accused Attorney General Tarek William Saab, a longtime Maduro ally, of being a political accuser, who condemns in advance. Gonzalez rejected the interview summons arguing, among other issues, that they did not specify the condition under which he was expected to appear. Maduro has lost all touch with reality, Machado wrote on X after the warrant was issued. The arrest warrant issued by the regime to threaten President-elect Edmundo Gonzalez crosses a new line that only strengthens the resolve of our movement. Venezuelans and democracies around the world are more united than ever in our quest for freedom. An AP review of the tally sheets released by the opposition indicates that Gonzalez won significantly more votes than the government has claimed. The analysis casts serious doubt on the official declaration that Maduro won. The AP processed almost 24,000 images representing the results from 79% of voting machines, resulting in tabulations of 10.26 million votes. The processed tally sheets also showed Gonzalez receiving more votes on 20,476 receipts, compared to only 3,157 for Maduro. The lack of transparency over the results, coupled with widespread arrests that followed anti-government protests in the days after the election, has drawn global condemnation against Maduro and his allies. Among those who have been detained are Machado's lawyer, opposition leaders, journalists, political organizers and poll workers. The Chilean government on Monday decried the arrest warrant for Gonzalez and reiterated its condemnation of any form of repression against opponents of the dictatorial regime in Venezuela. The Chilean government calls for respect for democratic principles, as well as human rights and fundamental freedoms of all Venezuelans, the foreign ministry said in a statement. Garcia Cano reported from Mexico City. Associated Press writer Nayara Bachka in Santiago, Chile, contributed to this report. Follow AP's coverage of Latin America and the Caribbean at https://apnews.com/hub/Latin-America. Regina Garcia Cano and Jorge Rueda, The Associated Press.
Our home galaxy might be larger than we first assumed, astronomers have found. A new model of the Milky Way has revealed that our galaxy is wider than we thought, according to a new paper in the journal Nature Astronomy. The researchers found that the bulge at the center of our galaxy is less densely packed with stars than they expected. We obtained a significantly larger size, defined as the half-light radius, for the Milky Way than that expected, the researchers wrote in the paper. The Milky Way is a barred spiral galaxy with a central bar-shaped structure and several spiral arms extending from the center. The galaxy has a dense central bulge around the galactic center, which is thought to contain a supermassive black hole named Sagittarius A star. The Milky Way contains between 100 billion and 400 billion stars, but the exact number is difficult to determine due to the galaxy's vast size and the presence of dust that obscures our view. Our understanding of the Milky Way structure has improved tremendously through the advancement of galactic observations over recent decades. Thanks to the proximity to our home galaxy, we are able to study the Milky Way substructures, for example, disk scale heights, spiral arms, and bar/X shape, in great detail. For the same reason, however, a global picture of the galactic structure is still incomplete, the researchers wrote in the paper. The Sun's position embedded in the disk results in high line-of-sight extinction towards the densest region in the galaxy, and thus, collecting data from large samples of stars over a wide spatial range is costly in terms of observing time. For instance, a surface brightness radial profile across a galaxy, a basic observable of galaxies that contains rich information about their assembly histories and is easily obtainable from their images, has long been missing for the Milky Way galaxy. In the paper, the researchers describe how they measured the brightness of all parts of our galaxy and conducted a census of the red giants dotted across the Milky Way. They found that the bulge in the center of the galaxy is not as densely packed as first thought and is also flatter. The Milky Way thus has a greater half-light radius than we knew. The half-light radius is a measure used in astronomy to describe the size of an astronomical object, defined as the radius within which half of the total light, or luminosity, of the object is emitted. In other words, it is the distance from the center of the object to the point where half of the total light from the object is contained within a sphere of that radius. Because the inner disk profile flattens, the half-light radius of the Milky Way is significantly larger than that expected from a picture of the Milky Way structure with a bulge and single exponential thick and thin disk components, they wrote. We also confirmed that the size growth history of the Milky Way is broadly consistent with high redshift galaxies, but with systematically smaller sizes. Our results suggest that the Milky Way has a more complex radial structure and larger size than previously expected. Do you have a tip on a science story that Newsweek should be covering? Do you have a question about the Milky Way? Let us know via science@newsweek.com. Start your unlimited Newsweek trial.
We have a lot of different propositions or a lot of different explanations for the mysterious Fermi paradox, many of which we've discussed previously in some of the videos in the description, but I actually have quite a big backlog of various topics to cover and various studies to talk about in the next few months, mostly because there are always more explanations more propositions, and more intriguing assumptions based on evidence we do have. And today we're going to discuss one of these new propositions that was recently featured in Universe Today and actually combines a few ideas that were previously explored by a lot of famous scientists, including the iconic Alan Stern, the famous NASA scientist behind the New Horizons mission to Pluto, and a lot of various discoveries from Kuiper Belt, Oort cloud, and even various comets much closer to Earth. And so based on his research with a lot of different icy bodies, including Pluto and Charon, he actually made some intriguing propositions in regards to Fermi paradox based on his own beliefs, which is of course what's explored a little bit further in the paper we're discussing today. The paper you can find in the description below on yet another Fermi paradox explanation with a cute name, Fishbowl Worlds. Worlds where in a sense life might be just kind of trapped in a fishbowl, and here we're talking about very intelligent life, that's just unable to do anything about it and possibly does not even know about the existence of the rest of the universe. But in order to understand the reasoning behind this, we obviously have to first understand the discoveries about icy worlds right here in the solar system. And that's where a lot of studies from Alan Stern come into play. And so, for example, based on a lot of research on Enceladus and Europa, today we know that a lot of different objects out there, a lot of moons, a lot of dwarf planets, seem to contain subsurface oceans. That actually includes a relatively recent discovery from Makemake and Eris, objects on the outskirts of the solar system that also seem to contain them as well. And the thing about these oceans and these worlds is really that they provide a lot of protection from pretty much everything, including radiation and cometary impacts, for billions and billions of years. And they tend to exist independent of the orbit of the object in various places in the star system. And so technically, quite a lot of various objects out there, and actually most objects out there, could potentially have extremely similar conditions inside with these permanent liquid oceans and stability for billions of years. And those conditions are what we believe possibly started life on Earth as well, except that our planet did not have icy cover to protect us, and for the most part just had a relatively thick atmosphere and a lot of luck. Our planet is just super lucky. But on a lot of these other objects, these buried oceans might provide very similar stable environments to what we have on Earth, thus giving life a lot of time to evolve and to even potentially evolve intelligence. And so the assumption here is that these objects possibly exist everywhere, in every corner of the galaxy, and they might also have life inside of them, intelligent life. But the question is, okay, so if this life exists, what exactly is it going to be doing and thinking, and how exactly is it going to be communicating? For example, if all of this life lives in the ocean, it's unlikely to evolve a lot of technology for communication, because communication in water is actually really efficient. So for example, whales don't really need cell phones. They don't need internet either. They can easily talk to each other across the entire planet by just loudly singing into the water, which carries their songs for thousands of kilometers. And so the need for telecommunication for any ocean organism potentially disappears completely, which kind of suggests that radio telecommunication would be possibly useless for this type of life. Now obviously radio still carries through the water, so it would still technically work, but here it's the question of, do they need it? Would it actually make things more efficient for them? But that's just a question of communication. What about the question of knowledge or knowing what's out there? Now because we evolved under the night skies and because we always had night skies to look at, eventually with time we started to ask questions about stars, trying to figure out exactly what all of these are, and eventually finding actual physical explanations using scientific means. But by being buried in the dark under ice, chances are some of this life, even if it's intelligent, might never even think about anything outside. Or they would have to first tunnel through the ice in order to see anything and in order to start discovering what's out there. And so here, for any life living inside these icy planets, there are already so many extra challenges. But the biggest challenges come from the idea of space flight, or even just the idea of space exploration. Now, here on Earth, it took a pretty long time for our species to finally figure out how to finally escape the planet and to enter outer space. But eventually, by using multi-stage rockets, and by figuring out the exact mixture needed for rocket fuel, a dream and a thought experiment eventually became a reality. We entered the space age. But what about other planets? and specifically planets that are maybe still kind of Earth-like, but have much more mass and specifically much higher gravity. And this is actually one of the main focuses for this new paper. It identifies a new factor for Drake equation. Here it's referred to as exoplanetary escape factor. The idea based on the escape velocity from planet Earth and the possibility of using rockets to try to escape different planets, with the focus being other potentially habitable or potentially exciting planets discovered in a lot of habitable zones of other star systems, such as the nearby Proxima Centauri b or various Kepler planets discovered in the last few years. Now, many of these planets are what's known as super-Earths, or basically planets that are slightly bigger than Earth and slightly more massive, but many of them are in habitable zones, and a few of them might even contain global oceans. Some of them might be even huge ice planets with massive oceans underneath. So kind of like Enceladus, but way bigger. And so by comparing the escape velocity of planet Earth to the escape velocities of these other planets, the overall conclusion is that if there's life on those other planets and it's intelligent and potentially even knows about outer space, most of this life would never be able to escape those planets no matter how hard it tried. And that's independent of what the planet is made out of, where it orbits in the star system, or how big or small it is. Once it reaches a certain point, when it comes to escape velocity, things here become extremely challenging. And so for any planet whose factor of escape velocity is more than 2.2, space travel becomes impossible. No matter how big of a rocket you build, it will just never be able to escape those planets no matter what. And so life on those planets, even if it's super intelligent, would just not be able to space travel, and thus would probably lose interest in any space exploration. Basically realizing that since they can never go outside, they might as well just focus on the planet itself, thus completely abandoning the idea of communication with other species out there, or possibly completely losing interest in anything to do with astronomy. Now obviously this is a pretty big assumption, but because it would be physically impossible to leave the planet by any means, species living on these planets might never even think about inventing anything to try to leave the planet. They might actually even believe that it's impossible for anyone to ever leave any planet, simply because physical escape is impossible. And that's sort of the main idea behind this fishbowl world proposition. Planets where intelligent species might just not have any means to escape, and so instead they focus on what's inside and what's around them, not so much on what's outside. And because many of these planets might also have some kind of a global ocean, or as mentioned, some kind of a huge ocean hidden underneath relatively thick ice, it only adds to the challenge of escaping these planets. Because now not only do you have to try to escape the gravity, these aliens would also have to develop specific environments to survive that would potentially include a lot of water inside, which is generally pretty heavy. And so a combination of an aquatic suit with relatively high gravity makes space travel in this case pretty much unachievable. But the question is, of course, okay, let's assume that they do exist and that's their challenge. Would they still have any need to try to communicate with someone outside? And would we ever hear their signals? Well, as I mentioned previously, because water is such a great conductor of energy and is able to conduct sound really well, any intelligent water species might never really have a need to develop anything more advanced. Which means that radio telecommunication might never be invented because they don't really have any need for it. In other words, these advanced ocean civilizations, despite being super intelligent, might just not be communicative and would thus never be heard by anyone. And combining this with a relatively thick layer of ice essentially gives us an extremely limited chance to ever discover these species or to ever hear their chatter. And so even though this layer of ice protected them for billions of years, it technically also prevents them from hearing or talking to anyone, or possibly even knowing what's out there. Thus, fishbowl worlds. Planets impossible to escape that potentially host these sheltered civilizations that technically have no need to leave anywhere or to talk to anyone ever. And civilizations that might never even know anyone else exists. But in order to assess if this is a viable proposition, or if any of this is ever possible, there is really only one way. And luckily for us, we might have some first answers in the next decade or so. That way is, of course, exploring similar objects right here in the solar system, Enceladus, Europa, Titan. And luckily for us, we do have future missions going to all of these objects in order to explore what's going on and potentially find life. And we'll probably have sound results in less than a decade. And so in about 10 years or so, we might actually know a little bit more about what's going on inside these objects and if life can truly exist under these super thick ice sheets. And if we do find something, in that case, Fishbowl World's idea is not that far-fetched after all. But if we find nothing, yeah, we might have to scratch that one out and possibly start looking for other clues somewhere out there. But we'll actually discuss a lot more in some of the future videos, so make sure to subscribe if you want to learn more. On that note, thank you for watching, share this with someone who loves learning about space and sciences, come back tomorrow to learn something else, support the show on Patreon by joining channel membership or by buying the Wonderful Person t-shirt you can find in the description. Stay wonderful, I'll see you tomorrow, and as always, bye bye.